That's a little rough. Just have to counter that. 4 o'clock turn. Buys me a little time. How do I get out of this mess? No, I'll hold on to my counter spell. Hey Shavnir, how's the new stuff treating me? I haven't played as much. I've mostly played. I played what, 2 leagues with Solitary Confinement, but I don't think that deck is especially good. Alright, how do I get out of this mess? You start drawing like some Kaya's Gals and Snapcast from H basically. So take it, go down to 8 next turn, then tap draw. Sag deck 7, play the fairy. It's a bit different now that they're down to 2 cards. Take 8, counter if they do something, fetch, go down to 7, cryptic, go down to 2. Am I dead? Dead in the Strixhaven Championship? Yeah. Dead in this game? Also. No, I didn't make day 2. Things didn't go well. I guess I'll just counter. Essence Warden. Vindicate? They play the combo, right? They play Yawgmoth. So I think maybe I should Vindicate a land. This way when I tap out for Cryptic, I'm not necessarily gonna die. I could Vindicate an Essence Warden. Vindicate the land, go down to 8, play a fetch. I'm gonna kill land, I guess. There was a day 1 cutoff, yeah. Time for Terminus, I wish. Yeah, it happens. There's stuff. Standard's rough because nothing's great. Maybe I should have just played Esper Control. I ended up playing Gruul again. It does pretty well in testing. I did poorly with it in the tournament. Other people did pretty good with it so far. We'll see how they do today. Even Kai, who went, like me and Kai both went 1-5 last time in the league weekend, was Gruul, and he ran it back too. So it's like, well, if Kai is running it back, you know, maybe he also thinks just like, oh, no, bad results or whatnot. Or, you know, it doesn't mean the deck's necessarily bad. Alright. Well, now we know they don't have Yawgmoth. Looks like I might be able to turn it around. Need a Kaya's Guile. Or not sure what else would be good. I might not even really need anything. Am I still in good position to qualify for Worlds? So basically it looks like, you know, PV and Andre already took 2 slots, and then Seth is 2 points ahead, and he's 7-0, so he's probably going to get more points this weekend. This is tough. Do I push a Geist now, and the race getting blown out by something good? think I need to save the damage and just hope they don't have Yawgmoths. I could have thought about that a bit longer. Try to do a little extra math. So what should I do? Push the Geist, and then maybe even Snapcaster on my turn, or should I just Cryptic tap? Probably Cryptic tap. Can I actually deal with their entire board if I try to just push their creatures? Push the Geist, float the mana, Snapcaster, push the Dryads, block Warden, go down to 2. Looks like I might be able to deal with just everything one by one. Nico, thanks for the resub. 23 months, bientôt 2 ans, yes. Merci beaucoup. Is Counterspell making a noticeable difference? I haven't played enough to say for sure, but it will. The question is like, do non-Counterspell deck, you know, do they gain too much and you don't gain enough, or do the decks against which Counterspell would have been good? Are these decks gonna get pushed out of the meta? I'm going to try to focus a tiny bit on the game because my clock is not doing very well. Started like a minute and a half late. Oh, glad I countered that. I was debating not countering the wolves. I guess I should just minus on a wolf, right? Let's cry first. Alright, now what? Now I can plus. Might be able to emblem this game. Do I just kill 1 and maybe go down to 1? Probably. Alright, let's make the same play. Oh, did I tap 1 too many? Whoops. Oh, that's kind of a big deal, actually. Well, unfortunate. That's a very big deal. I could have had Snap on Counterspell and have little insurance. And instead I won't. That sucks if I end up losing the game because of that. I was wondering why. I was actually about to make fun of Magic Online, wondering why it's even asking me if I want to spend the rest of the mana. It's actually trying to save me from myself. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I might have still lost to Messenger. How do I fight their stupid creatures? Yawgmoth is pretty scary. I mean, they would have played Messenger. They would have just said go, and I might have not been able to stop them from casting Messenger next turn. Saltgal Lantern, not that great against them. Kaya's Gal's probably good. Teferi's probably okay. Verdict might be okay. What's bad against them? Maybe the Fatal Pushes are just not that great. Force of Negation, not super good either. Vindicate seems pretty bad. So their combo is... I always forget what they need for the Yawgmoth combo. It's like 2 creatures is infinite draw steps. 2 undying creatures is infinite draw steps. Then it was Essence Warden that can do infinite life. Yeah, 2 undying Yawgmoth is enough. I mean, push seems really... Maybe I just don't rely on push at all. Didn't save me this game. It's kind of good in combination with Verdict, but maybe just Gust and Purges and stuff, and the endings and the Spell Snare are good enough, and I'm going to be on the play this game, so I'll have Counterspell. Fairy doesn't seem that amazing. Should probably have Go for the Throat. Bit sketched on the mana, but I don't hate it. It's Prismatic and then the real deal. I was kind of trashing the card because of sorcery speed, but I was thinking about it more and I feel like it's actually probably really good. I'd be surprised if control decks end up playing... So what do I want to get here? I want to have Gala Shrine. On untap white or untap black. What was I saying? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if actually a lot of white decks end up playing, a lot of the control white decks end up playing like 2 ending in the main deck, 2 in the sideboard. It's because the card's so versatile. I had to get Uncolor Hierarch now. Alright, well, if I don't die next turn... This Verdict's gonna be good. I should have gotten Hallowed Fountain. I don't know what I'm doing. I guess it's fine. Actually, that might be better. That might be better. Oh. Did they have Urborg already when I fetched for black? I don't think they did. Huh. Easy. Do I even want to cast it right away? Do I want to wait a bit? What am I waiting for, really? I mean, by waiting, I basically expose myself to Court of Calling mana. They might also have Veil of Summer in hand, and I'm just going to get blown out. I think I'll just play it now. What are they getting? Just a messenger? Or something nastier? Alright. Is that even good here? Is that better than a messenger? Probably. They have 4 creatures in the graveyard. This guy's good in this matchup. I thought it might be, just it does a little bit of everything. Oh, open just has the nuts. This matchup is always tough. I usually lose this matchup from the control side, but I feel like it shouldn't be that tough. I usually misplay the matchup too. I mean, it just had a really good draw. My draw was kind of whatever. How do I get out of this mess? I'll try to. Well, not a great start. Man. Rough start. Kind of missing having a bunch of Celestial Purge in this matchup. I was hoping for some reason they would just ultimate grist. That'd be nice. This deck has been usually play Fatal Push, just usually a better card than Path to Exile. That's why you don't play Path to Exile. Giving someone a land on turn 1 or turn 2 is just too big of a drawback. Could play like a Path for 2 if you want more spot removal, a bit better later in the game. Do Court of Calling. So I can draw a lot of cards. And of course I'm not playing the championship. I'm not even sure why you would ask that. How do you think that's a reasonable question to ask? What do you think, I'm just playing the modern challenge and streaming it and playing the championship in between rounds? Don't act dumb. Alright, GG's. Our round's been up for a while. Playing that card because they can fetch for it. Maybe they're playing Field of the Dead. Looks like a Field of the Dead mana base. Although it's dumb, I was like, oh, I'm not going to show them the Hallowed Fountain I drew, but I also drew Glacial Fortress. Oops. I guess I should have played Fountain tapped if I was going to do that, or played Island. No attacks, I like it. They're playing around, you know. Gotta play around that Condemn. Don't want to get blown out. Alright. I mean, they've got to have like a counterspell or something, right? This is so weird. Did they just F6 their turn, maybe? What counterspell would they even play? It would be nice if I'd drawn a spell the entire game, not gonna lie. I feel like they must have F6, right? They didn't play a land, they didn't attack. I'm just gonna play my chase. I don't know how they F6, but nothing else makes sense. Should I bounce or brainstorm? Bounce. Now we need to dodge a removal spell. It shouldn't matter too much, as long as I draw a removal spell for Ice Fang. We know who wins that battle. I don't think this card's very good. No one's been impressed by that card so far. Never hear anyone say anything good about Harvest. Hello. So many options. Still don't really care about Liliana. I don't need to kill it right now. Has Prismatic ending? It would have been decent in my first match had I drawn it. Looks fine here. I think it's gonna be good. I hate Sorcery Speed removal spell, but I think that might be the real deal. The problem is the decks that want it might just be too bad in Modern anyways. But I think it's a pretty good card. Yeah, this Trilliana just got much better. Despite the fact all our cards are good. Damn. Force some negation in the Liliana deck. I did not expect that. Wait, they had their own Jace? And they didn't play that last turn? Questionable. It's kind of annoying. Oh no, I'm done. Never mind. Oh, I had Snare in my graveyard? I didn't realize. Doesn't matter. Okay, not have exile to push. No, doesn't work like that. It already has flashback. I just cast it. It's not a cost to remove, you know, it's not something you can respond to. It's hard for me to understand French Canadians. Depends. I'm pretty sure that if they have a strong accent and they turn their accent to the max, I think it's possible I might not understand anything of what they're saying. Alright, dead Planeswalkers. And then it seems okay. Dispute's probably good. That Force and Jace. Click. Not so hot against Ice Fang. The Fairy seems nice. Mentor seems nice. Verdict seems medium. Fatal Push look pretty good. I want every card that can deal with a Jace. They're gonna have Veil too. I mean, honestly, if Veil was not in Modern, I think Esper would be. It's just too much. Veil's like kind of the nail in the coffin, I feel, for Esper. Kazgal seems kind of nice. Maybe I don't want 4 push. Could cut Cryptic. But expensive. I said I wanted everything that deals with a Jace, but Vindicate gets veiled at sorcery speed. So that could be a problem. Hey Keith. Yeah, Adam, have you actually gotten to play matches? I just resold my Asmo, whatever. I was goldfishing with your deck, and it was really bad. I was like totally not impressed. I goldfished like 20 games the other day. Seemed unplayable. As you said, maybe against creature decks where you get to kill something with the free. Maybe it wouldn't be more impressive if... But even then, seems so underwhelming. Alright, good bluff. Spoiler alert, it's not a bluff. I mean, I guess it could have Spell Pierce or... I don't know. I mean, they literally know I have push. Oh, they're just fetching now. Alright, I'll just kill it. Yeah, I should have played tapped Hallowed Fountain. It's good for me, I think. Protection from instance, right? Can't steal it. I have Kazgal in my deck. What did I play in Standard? Just awful Gruul. Trust me, I was not excited about playing Gruul, but I had to play something. Obviously, in hindsight, I wish I would have played, almost anything else, but the deck was still doing pretty decent in testing. And Reed thought it was pretty good. Kai decided to run it back despite the fact he went 1-5 with the deck last time. He actually did well yesterday. He went 3-1. Raph was still convinced his deck was very good, but, it's not necessarily the most meaningful since it's his pet deck. And even Andrew played the deck. I think he went 2-2 yesterday. So it wasn't like I'm alone, like convinced the deck is great or anything, And I tested my Esper deck, and it was not doing like super great against dragons, I think. And I also was worried against Sultai that people were going more and more towards like multiple, like 5 or 6 counter spells in the main deck, and the way the dragons deck were built were also like heavy on disputes and stuff. If I thought the meta was gonna be like the Sultai deck were not gonna have a bunch of counter spells in the main deck, I would have been way more inclined to play my Esper deck. Pretty happy to counter that. Shahar messed up in the third game. It didn't matter. Shahar was drawing dead no matter how he played. Even if he had like eliminated the giant and like played the right land and stuff, I don't think it would have mattered, honestly. Should I steal it? Have counterspell mana up? Seems worse than just a fairy minus. Alright. Opponent, appreciate you not drawing any Veil of Summers. Oh, I didn't play a land this turn, had I? Oops. Not that it matters, but... Veil is dead. Well, that's the thing. It's not even dead, right? They can still play it before casting their spell. If there's something really good they want to resolve. Problem is, in their deck, there's probably nothing really good they want to resolve. But in a deck like Tron... Sometimes even with Teferian play Veil to being good enough. I tried Subtlety for people wondering and asking. I tried Subtlety one league, the other in blue-white control, and it was one of the worst cards I've ever put in a blue-white control deck. The only games where it was good for me was when I played against a control deck and I had an instant speed Fred. That was nice. I mean, I'm sure the card is like not totally awful, but it did not look good in specifically a normal build of blue-white control. It's probably decent if you're playing Ephemerate, you know, in small numbers, like 1. It might be decent in blue-white control as a one-off or one in the sideboard, you know, maybe against Titan decks and stuff. Dr. Queller. Is that the person who always plays a spirit? I forget. Is my hand good against spirits? It has Force for Ether Vial, and then it has a Spell Snare. It's not the worst. It's not very good. I'm all for anti-spirits. I don't have anti-spirits cards in my deck. I have spot removal, but the fairy's kind of anti-spirits. Doesn't get quellered. If I draw 2 lands and a removal spell in my next free draw step, I think I'll win. Might also win if I just draw 2 lands. I'm gonna preserve my life total. Not too much I need to force. Alright. Godly. That'd be actually obscene if I drew exactly 2 lands and a... It'd be funny if I drew 2 lands and a removal spell and 2 lands and I still lost. Alright, I'll take it. Is 7 games still... Oh, Logan traded... Oh yeah, Logan traded a 4/4 shark for a 7/7. Looks... Oh, wow. Ding, 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 ding. Best removal spell. Logan just drew creativity.
He got enough to pay for Mystical Dispute?
Well, he can just so he can the war would be
it, yeah.
He just lapses it, right. He go creativity, Seth disputes it, and then Logan lapses it. I'm curious to see how creative, har har har, Logan gets with this card right now.
10 out of 10.
Thanks for that. All right, at least I'm drawing removal. You know what card's really good against me too? The land, and I don't even have Feel of Ruin in my deck or sideboard. All right. So I'll only get blown out if he has 2 good cards. Looks like I'm gonna get blown out. Hopefully not. I don't know if my play is good, but the more I wait, the worse this play gets. So I think I have to do it now. Very small argument for exiling the graveyard in case they draw the land. I think I can probably beat the land at this point. You know what? I might do it. I might do it this time. Each one sacrifices a creature. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Because I don't think I mean, obviously the 1/1's decent, but they conceded? Kind of tilt concede, but they're probably losing. Alright, go for the throat, dispute, click, verdict, Teferi, Giles, prismatic ending. Force of negation's pretty off. I forget if blue-white plays Cavern of Souls. I don't think they do. I think Jace is kind of bad. I think Cryptic's probably not great. I don't think Vindicate's supposed to be good. It was good this game, but even Teferi's not supposed to be like super great. I think instant speed removal is just better. I forget. Does blue white? Let's take a look. Dr. Queller tournament finish it. Yeah, they do play free Cavern of Souls. So after sideboard, they don't have much, just 2 Force of Negation. So I probably don't want... Oh, Counterspell is a card I can cut. So once they have Cavern of Souls, my Counterspell... They still counter Skyclave. Nah, I'm not running a Riptide Lab. I decided to not be too greedy, but maybe I... Sometimes they only have 1 Cavern and you have to cast 2 spells. The problem is if I board out my counter spells, my curve becomes really high. Logan got it. Should I try? No, I can't cut lands in this matchup. No. Alright, I'll try. Did they mulligan? Yeah, I should mulligan. I'm not sure if it's reasonable to keep a hand without push. Alright, this is even worse. Happen. Can't really go down to 5. I think it was decent to take a shot there. Try and get lucky. No subtlety. No, I don't think these cards are good in the control decks. Well, Spellsnare would have been good, but it would have been over one of these cards. What do I think about subtlety? I think it's bad. And yes, it's been asked about 1 trillion times. Counterspell or Spell Snare would have been better than Teferi here. Well, Pipe Dream of Teferi being rip. Alright, the good news is they're stuck on land, so at least Federal Verdict. Never mind, they have Selfless Spirit. I guess Kai's Gal is decent. Alright, they can just counter it. Duh. I'm dumb. Oh, whatever, it's fine. The fairy was probably a bit better. Canister gave Subtlety a 5 out of 5? Really? Well, they have Spell Queller. I'm screwed, so I think Snapcaster is better. Snapcaster kind of. Well, Teferi gets better on. It's really tough to decide between having some cheaper cards in your deck, but cards that are going to be totally dead against Cavern of Souls. Does the blue-white version even play Vial? It does. Oh, Kai's in the feature match. 1-1. Oh, Paulo played Creativity as well. Just kidding. Planes. What's up with Planes Go? It's kind of. Alright, should I push? Should I untap and Guile? Probably just push. Each one sacrifices a creature. Yeah, that's the one. They might have Force of Negation after sideboard. One of their latest lists did, so it's not like I auto win if I slam Teferi. But that Charm was obviously an amazing draw. I think I'd rather get Jace countered. Jace is better and gets worse later against. Did I lose my Discord? What do you mean, did I lose my Discord? You're message me about what? Something. You're scared. I got hacked? That's scary. Oh yeah? Oh yeah? My Discord get hacked? You guys been getting Oh shit. Sorry, opponent. Well, I can still log into my I use different passwords for everything. I mean, for most stuff, but I don't know, not for the... I mean, I can still log in, but it's still scary that you guys are getting stuff. I mean, how would I even get hacked? I would have to click a weird link, right? Well, what am I supposed to do? It might not... I mean, it's not fine. I mean, obviously it's not fine if you got something, right? And some guy joined our... Yeah, I'm gonna take care of it now. Connection. What should I do? It's kind of scary. There's definitely a couple of people who messaged me they got a link. They got like a weird link. They do have 6 cards in hand. I doubt they can snowball, but you never know. Change my password. Should I disconnect? Alright, let me do that just so I don't show stuff by mistake on stream. Alright, so let's not get tracked by rattle chains. Maybe I should just get rid of the vial now. There's like almost no way they can win if I just do that. My accounts. Change passwords. What is my current password? Alright, maybe it's time to get a password manager. Let me make some... Oh no, man. Password doesn't match. What do normal, reasonable people do nowadays for password management? This Discord message thing happens all the time in other Discords as well. Just pray. Just a spreadsheet. Did he concede? I think they conceded, yeah. Hope I didn't concede. what could go wrong? What's the worst? Yeah, Charlotte's agent does sound kind of busted. They're mulliganing to 5, so they might actually be they might actually be Tron. Tron or Dredge. That's the huge. So if I try him. Wait, I bought him the Snapcaster Mage when I have Opt in my graveyard? That's a little ambitious. Alright. The original Elan. Thanks for the resub. They're gonna go fetch land Renin 6 to totally negate their mulligan to 5. Looks like it. G. Oh, no, black mana. Chandler. Well. You'll love to see it. Should I just get swamped to preserve my life total? It could be. So, if I'm worried about Blood Moon, I should play Flooded Strand. Seems unlikely they're playing main deck era. If I play Flooded Strand... Alright, I'm not gonna play around Blood Moon. Good beats. There might be a Vindicate deck, right? They might have cast Vindicate last turn. I'm so bad. Alright, one bad card on top means probably want to shuffle. Oh man, they're like stupid mistakes when you're. Oh well. Sorry, Jace. I should not block, right? Plussing on myself? Nah, there's no way. That part's not too scary. Alright, I think I'm gonna make the same play, because I think I want to max the cards I can see. I guess Fatal Push doesn't help me out anymore now. Bouncing the token doesn't help me out either. Could maybe sandbag the Jace for a turn. I could hit Prismatic ending, right? Crazy Seaman, thank you so much for the resub. Alright, I'm gonna just play Jace. Man, this game would have been so easy if I had not lost my Kaya's Gal for free. Oh my god, I forgot to fetch for... Oh, whatever. Oh man. What is wrong with me? Yeah, I know. I'm gonna kill that, I guess, in case I draw a verdict. Kaya's Guile? Man, this game is... I mean, I wouldn't have won 100%, but between the Guile and this mistake, it's a lot. Should I just bounce the token or tap their team? Then I have a blocker for next attack, but I take more damage. Could also hit and pay for Entwine, but what does a card do for me? Alright, I'm just gonna make the lazy play, but might be the right play anyways. I should have done it in their upkeep. They could have Kaya's Guile. Joke. Just... Oh well. Hopefully I can get games. That was pretty sad. So they're all value basically. They're just super grindy deck. Spell Snare counters. A lot of their good cards. But I'm on the play, so I might not want... Fatal Push is cheap, but it's pretty bad against them. Force seems medium, I agree. Kaya's Guile, probably decent. Verdict. So that one equipment is pretty good against me, right? I can purge the token. I can steal the token, I guess. Probably have Lingering Souls. I don't know. I don't think so. Definitely not 4. I think I probably want Force not so bad. Just counters equipment, counters Kaya's Guile, counters discard spells. Ether Gun. Timely? Nah, Timely's too low impact, I think. The matchup's too grindy. Yeah, maybe Spell Snare is just good enough. I think I probably would have won that first game if I hadn't made these mistakes. And that was a game where they mulliganed to 5. That's my opening. It was bad. I guess I got pretty unlucky with Jace too. I kept Jacing into like. Could have played my Jace activations a bit differently too. Maybe it was better to just draw and shuffle away 2 cards, even though I know one of the cards I'm drawing. Should I steal the spell bomb? They're like clean removal from my planes. I think. Are we getting boiled? Good question. How's the castle? What is Carlos playing? Blue-black control? Kind of anti... How's Brainstone and Miracles? It was okay. That wrecked me. It's a good play by them. I mean, it's straightforward, but still. Yeah. Teferi, easy. Jace. Club Facile chat. This is known as an easy clap. They might have bolts. How else would they kill a Jace? I mean, they could have like Dreadbore. But have Spell Snare? Alright, I'll plus. Except. And Vindicate. I hope they don't have that 1 red enchantment. That'd be so good. They know my entire hand. Alright, counterspell. Put the fairy first. They're probably just like... Yeah, that's some pretty whitelisted draws for sure. The duel was going badly for me, and Zur thought I was finished. He boasted that he would eat my soul, but all he ate were his words. It's actually not like a super great flavor text. It's like, okay, they're like telling a little story. Alright, I mean, we saw the same cards. Could I cheese them with Mentor, maybe? Not have Bolt. The new Esper Walker no good? I think so. Have I tried Moderation? I have not. I think it could be good. It'd be incredible in this matchup. Assuming they have to get rid of it. Alright. Huh, that's kind of nice. That was probably the best card I could have drawn. Maybe not. Maybe counterspell. Should I opt in response? Give them more choice. I mean, they might. They have a good 2 spell snare. How do I feel about subtlety? I need a command for subtlety. I think it's bad in control. I tried it one league and it was really mediocre, really bad. Like much worse than a mana. But I just threw it into like a regular blue-white control shell. Could be good in a moderation deck or something that, you know, could be good in an ephemerate deck. Yeah, no, up would have not made a ton of sense last turn. Pretty good to draw backup opt. Okay, I've not seen anyone cast Grief Ephemerate. Am I gonna get possible? Can Gal get a token? It's not the end of the world. Oh, actually, no Kaya's Guile. Alright, game's looking pretty good. I think I should probably just say go. Should I just bounce a land if they use castle? Or is that just like super spewy? Takes 6 damage to go down to 9. And it sets them back a bit. I can bounce like Blackleaf Cliff. Nah, you guys don't like it? Fine, fine. Fun. Black-White Reanimator was Grief Ephemerate package to protect Cruelty. What other combos are going to play with Ephemerate? Oh, you get to protect Archon with Ephemerate. That's kind of gas. It's kind of genius. Alright, playing it pretty safe here. I don't think I need to do anything too crazy. Yeah, we could build it in between rounds. Two and get back Chandler, and they were down to 3 cards in hand. Oh, that's a little too much, right? I don't think it makes. Counterbound sword? No. Let's go again fizzle if I bounce my snap. I don't think so. Just 2 target. Maybe I didn't have to do that. Bit aggressive. At least it's not Thoughtseize. And mystery card. How many? I boarded out my fail pushes, right? Probably F2 minus. I don't think I have too many cards. They do call against command. They do vindicate. Or is it a vindicate? Or is it pretty much about anything? Ironically, if I had Jace into ending, it would have been nice. That was one of the few cards I could Jace into. I think I have to kill the Stoneforge probably, because if they get a hit in, oh wow. Can end the sword and bounce. Yeah, is it better though to do that than to just end the Stoneforge and plus? So if I end, they have how many lands? Yeah, plus an instant speed removal, but then they get to put that sword in play. Why would I minus on... Oh, it's haste. It's haste. And so should I kill the sword and bounce Stoneforge? Is that better, or... What's better? Kill I could start by bouncing the sword. And the token? No, I need to... I mean, that sword's not doing much, right? The Stoneforge surely like a bigger threat, and also one less mana. What about now? Does that change anything? What would I play? Cruxel. If I play my land, it's bad against Cruxel, right? Because they can go Cruxel and replay Cruxel. Hey, my opponent drew pretty well too. They haven't really bricked in the past few turns. They had one turn to draw something for this super over. Can I Edict Exile with Cruxel in play? Not if I only have one card in hand, right? Then I lose my 1/1 token. I discarded both equipments. Surprised they discarded one. Yeah, opponent might be ghosting, I agree. Seems like you would just go for the kill here. I mean, it's a pretty, I guess. If you have untap plan, it's better to go to season power, and if it now what? Yeah, but I wish I'd played the Kaz. No, I wish I would have played the. They might have their own Kaz Gal too. Forgot about that card again. I should have done it in my upkeep. Never punished. I think it's got to be tap, right? I don't think I have an option, right? Oh, the Congal I have to fair in play. Smart. Should I just save my Snapcaster Mage, maybe? Does that make sense? Still need stub deck. No! Womp 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 womp. Rip. On life. Life. I don't know what I need to like. I mean, that's not even good enough anymore. As it starts. How do I get out of this, man? That's pretty good for me. They just shock themselves. Matters that much, but so I can tab bounce, put them down to 1, and tab draw. Right, tab draw. I hope I draw something good. Hope I draw like, I don't even know. Oh, Archmage Charm. Oh. Surprised I don't have a Cryptic left in my deck, do I? And I even drew Snapcaster Mage. That's enough. Can Kaya's Gallows Entwine? I'm one short. Man, I might have one. Actually, yeah. All right, I'm gonna time out some people who are. You can go away. You can go away. Murphy can go away. Yeah, I wish we could see. Because I chump. I mean, I still need. I don't know. Doesn't look great. Yeah, I mean, I guess the Rhino part is really strong. Yeah, I mean, I guess you just play your card your 1-for-1s after that, like subtlety for 4. Like subtlety for 4 is not bad. And since you're like applying pressure and stuff, all right, I don't think I want to jam here. Mirror match. I'd have countered a charm here. I think bouncing is good. They have to discard. Feels like it's a tiny bit weird, but do you have the force? Nope. Should probably draw right away because they might have Vindicate and whatnot. I force to Vindicate here. I also Kind of sucks if I draw a blue card. I think I win the game. Just draw lands. Alright, back in business. Yes, we are. Pretty cool. Oh, it's actually an opt. Okay. Now this is one cryptic short, because we lost the third cryptic last game. Should not opt here. Cryptic's pretty good. What sucks? Thing is, their cards are, they have a bunch of counter spells and stuff, so their cards are not like as valuable as my cards. So I'm considering letting that resolve actually. I need to protect my Teferi, so I don't want to play Snap and just have it die to a main phase Fatal Push. So I think I just hold my Snapcaster Mage here. Hates Control. Welcome back. Thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. And now I can just target Cryptic Command. And I can trade. And if they do nothing, I can just bounce the land and draw a card. No main deck Vindicate. There's a card, I think it's possible Carnival Life doesn't detect Modern Horizon card main deck. Yeah, Castle Vantress. Castle Vantress would have been good for me last match. I have 1-6. They could have Force of Negation, but then I can force it. They might just do that because they have nothing. I mean, if they didn't have Force of Negation, they would just draw 2, right? Probably. Could have topped that verdict, actually. If I top the verdict, I can let Snapcaster resolve. If I counter this, then they can play Jace or Teferi. And I'm kind of in trouble. I'll let them have it, I guess. I kind of messed up it. Cutting Plains and Swamp sounds pretty atrocious. Unless you maybe want to play like Field of Ruins or less lands, then because this is why you don't top this is why you don't top Verdict, because they're just Snapcaster anyways. I'm gonna push. This way if they go to Fairy minus, I have a 1/1 to kill it. I guess if they go to Fairy minus, that's their entire hand. Alright. I'm not sure how I come back. I mean, Kai's Gal seems fine, honestly. Maybe keeping Planeswalker on top's bad. Pick up 2 on. I mean, they probably have a billion counter spell. Do I want lanterns or do I want Kai's Gal? Also, do I let them play first or not? Probably. Kai's Gal seems... I'll let them play first. Style. Not. Almost time locked. Kind of fell that way. That would have been gas. Extra value. The mirror. The Jeskai turn mirror is pretty sweet. A couple against Healy in testing. That was fun. That's a good card. I'll dispute a charm. Another charm. It's kind of the nice thing about bringing in Lantern. Lets me not have to discard to hand size if it's... No. I don't have anything to punish them. Kind of annoying. You have to let it resolve. Yeah, I should play a charm here. Maybe I'm playing a bit too passive. I think you can just get basics here because of don't have to worry about Field of Ruin. mean fanny pack. This is the longest I've done anything. Congrats. Hopefully they're not just playing 8 charms. Cling to Dust. Wow. Cling to Dust feels like kind of GG. I forgot about Cling actually. My Lantern probably should be Clings. Or at least a split. Thought about it like, I think right after I was like, oh, why did I just play Cling? As Guile. And they have the Riptide Lab value. Okay. Move. It's 5 cards. Yeah, I could force the Cling, I guess. But I have Kaya's Guile. Seems a bit better. Riptide Lab, yeah, I should have maybe played a Riptide Lab. I think I was not greedy enough. Targeting spells there. I could have actually fizzled it if I had that targeted. That would have been pretty good for me. This would resolve. Maybe I should have had like a Shark deck figure or two in my style, just getting a reprint. Not sure to control it. They could. Or people could just play with Counterspell. There's a Hall action going on. Alright, this is game 1. Oh, you mean Nizal in Modern? I wish, yeah, maybe. You might have their own snap me surprise. Alright. Alright, I think this is my window. Not sure it's getting much better for me. I mean, I do have the clock to do something. Attacking was the 1-1 was bad in hindsight. I mean, there's a chance that was the way the turn was going to play out. Oh wow, dispute resolves. Now they get to dispute again. Yeah, I lost. Wow. I mean, that's a lot of disputes, honestly. What can you do? I guess I could have just not done anything and say I punted. Oh well. I mean, it's a tough matchup. They have more draw twos than me. They had that cling. They have more disputes. I even beat Riptide here. I should have drawn Kai's Guile. Yeah. I didn't play Riptide last. I'm so bad, dude. Did I just exile now? Whatever, I play like trash all day. Oh. I would have made it okay if I'd drawn my Kai's Guile first. Used it to kill that Snapcaster. But it's only 4 life. Dude, I'm actually so mad I'm losing to Riptide Lab and I didn't put Riptide Lab in my deck with 4 Snap. It's just so bad not to. The card's just... I mean, it's not free, obviously, but I think it's gonna win you a lot of games. Alright, I'm done. I mean, I guess I could have, like... Was that 2-0 or 2-1? I think I got 2-0'd. 9 matches, round 5. Who came up with the Nazi inclusion? I forget. Oh, it was Brent. Because he was testing a blue-red version of the deck for the last tournament. And we had actually already figured out Nezahal for the was his blue-red deck. So I think it was Brent. I mean, maybe it was someone who suggested it to Brent. That's possible also. But, yeah. The matchup on the side. Pretty interesting. I feel like only 3 charms to draw to is not enough in this deck. You need more card advantage. You need probably like maybe either more charms or more cryptic. You probably need the Riptide Lab, Walker, a little more raw power. I like. I mean, I think they might play Force of Negation, but then it's not as these 2 cards up there. Ah, nice. So they're playing balance too. Why, they should have gone into. Raph's playing way too passive. Oh, I guess he drew Shark now. So now he's got something to do at least. You should also use Memory Lapse pretty aggressively in the mirror match, especially if you know the other person has Nezahal in their deck. Sometimes trading for... Oops. should have drawn 2. Keeping the charm's not the worst thing in the world, I guess. Secures me a blue card for force. But yeah, I should have drawn 2. Just paying attention to Rev versus Sperling. I mean, they have nothing to have. Yeah, they just scooped. Yimlik wasn't playing Teferi in his build, but I felt like there might be a lot of Cascade stuff, Cascade shenanigans, so figured that plus the control matchups, man, Teferi is pretty good. Alright, so they have... Did they have graveyard stuff? Rhinos and Balance and Gargadon. So Gust is decent. Go for the Fruit might be okay. Kaya's Gal's probably pretty bad. The Fairy's great. Click is fine. Verdict's probably not the worst. Dispute pretty good. It kills Token. It kills As Foretold. Verdict is a blue card for Force. Spell Snare counters Ice, and that's it. So bad. Alright, so the question is Kai's Gal or not. Don't sound that great. Purge, no. Lantern, no. Mentor. Mentor sounds like it could maybe be good. What do you think, chat? Spell Snare count. I'm not sure about being too passive to have 8-minute plus and are well into game 3. I'm not talking clockwise. I'm talking like the way you play the game. The way you're not using your cards, your brainstorms and your laps and your cards more aggressively. Isn't Gal better than Go for the Throat? It's 1 more mana. To basically kill a 4/4 to do the same thing, right? Is Vindicate too clunky? I don't know. I might be. They probably have green, right? We didn't. Did I see? I don't think I saw green, but it seems like they must have at least Breeding Pool and some Veils maybe in the sideboard. No. Vision turn on. This is a you got me scenario. Resolves. Oh, they have big Gargs now? Huh, I actually played the wrong fetch land. Plus though. Pretty game winning. Let's see if they have an answer for it. Spelling 1. Valakut. Yeah, we're probably not beating Valakut with this deck. Play Field of Ruin. You could play Field of Ruin in small numbers. Yeah. You used to have Esper Charm, so at least you could hit them. You know, maybe strip their last couple lands and stuff like that. I don't think this deck is like super good. Who plays Valakut though? Because the Titan deck, I mean, most people who play Valakut play Dryad. They don't like actually play Mountains. Burn. Burn, baby, burn. I actually had Luris. The value. It was like a bit of an F6. He just like suspended a Revolt before attacking. Tiny bit loose. Definitely made my life a bit easier. Burn still plays Searing Blaze, right? Should probably not play my Snap. Friendly Willy. And she's calling a Gab, and she's calling a Gab. She takes off her hat, now it's yellow. I just can't look. It's tilting me, playing Control. Happy New Year, Paparat. I'm guessing that's some kind of song. There's a Mr. Brightside again. One did. Oh. We're playing two. Maybe. Kind of agree with. Do I like Planeswalker overall? I'm not sure. I don't think too much about these things. Were probably a mistake as far as. Kind of a weird play. Why would you not play before damage? So if I have Force of Negation, still win. Alright, I don't actually want all these cards though. Vindicate bad, Fairy bad. Force of Negation can be okay. Cryptic's bad. This might be too many removal spells. Verdict's not great, but Starfree Speed removal bad. Alright, we're getting somewhere. Alright, I don't think I need Force of Negation. I don't think Mentor is very good either though. Playing Luris. Verdict's kind of nice against Luris. Could have like one Verdict. Time Raveler in this matchup. It's okay, I guess. Yeah, why not? They can't burn you at instant speed. Like, fine. Just one kind of land. No pain from my lands is super nice. I mean, my entire deck is pretty good against them after sideboards. It's not like I have... Hit me, dealer. No. Please, that makes switch line to play pretty easy. Hit me, dealer. The fairy here, up, down, up right now in case I'd fail push. We know he doesn't have another 1-drop. What's the downside? Skull crack. It's a pretty big downside. I think you could play Jason Brainstorm. Yeah, his draw is pretty annoying. I think I have to bounce an idol on. I don't love that I have to do that, but it's a lot of damage if I don't. And then just hope to top deck. He kind of needs, it's not that hard, he needs like 2 mana burn spell plus a land or 1 mana burn spell. And obviously a disaster for me. Looks like we lost. Triple Eidolon. I kind of like Verdict in this matchup, especially on the play. I think it's not like impossible creatures, which is nice. If he has Skullcrack, kind of in a tough spot. And I guess if he has Skullcrack, I have help. Dude, really? What the hell is that tank about? Counter it, really? If he has a Basic Allen is bad. Basic Plains. Oh, there's been a croak. He's come. Well, I don't know if Matt is the best one. I think he drew a burn spell. What can you do? Timely. Monson. The Fairywood, that's, yeah, wow. The Fairywood would have been so good. Counterspell over Mana League, though. Pretty good this game. All these Eidolons. Alright, good games. I think this matchup is like Esper, slightly Esper favored, but not by much. It was only 2 guys got in the main deck. Alright, chat. I'll be trying.
Thank you.